at you with some aquarium news. I just got in the mail today, like an hour or two ago, some amano shrimp and red cherry shrimp. And this is kind of part of a little aquarium redux I've been trying to do. Basically, that aquarium back there in the background, which I'll show you in a little bit, is a total mess, total algae fest. Pretty gross and not good to look at. So I've been trying to clean it up. I got a Python to help do more regular water changes. I finally put the light on a timer. So hopefully those two things combined will cut down on the algae growth a lot. But I also picked up, to help out, a couple of shrimp, 10 each of red cherry shrimp and amano shrimp. They came from Aquahuna, and I have the box still sitting right over there. I might show you in a minute. They came pretty well packed. Everything was alive. Anyway, enough of me talking. I just want to give a couple shots of the aquarium, maybe do some more talking. And yeah. So here is the monstrosity that is my aquarium. As you can see, it's pretty freaking gross. There's a bunch of algae. Sorry about the glare and everything, but that's how it goes. I have this little statue here, mermaid statue. She's totally covered. You can barely even tell that it at one point was a mermaid. You can see I've got if I can, right there on the tip of my finger, there's some Anubias nana petite, and those are totally, there's some more right here, totally engulfed in the algae. You can see a couple new leaves, some new growth poking out. The front glass, I had been trying to keep this scrubbed. It grows pretty fast. Probably should have came in here with a sponge before I put the shrimp in, but I mean, this is a pretty good representation of how gross it is. Over here there's Crypticorn spiralis, which is not doing very well. I did have the lady over here kind of blocking the light to it, and it started dying off pretty hard, but there is some new growth coming out, so I think this will come back. And you can see some Corydoris hiding back there. I don't know how much they like their new tank mates, but hopefully they'll get along just fine. I have tried red cherry shrimp in this tank. I got maybe 3 or 5 of them, I think 3 of them, from the local fish store. I also had, unfortunately, in this same tank, some zebra danios, and the red cherry shrimp did not survive. This tank was totally overstocked. I originally had a 30-gallon tank that had 6 of the bronze Corydoris, and I want to say we got up to around 10 of the zebra danios, and then we moved, and we just didn't have room for the tank anymore, the bigger tank, the 30-gallon or 29-gallon. And we had to downsize. The zebra danios are no longer with us, so that's a definite improvement. They were just not doing well in this tiny tank, so, and it was just overstocked, so we needed to get rid of them. But yeah, we got some shrimp in here. So the whole goal of this is that I'm going to try and come back to this in maybe a month's time, maybe 2 months' time. Maybe in just a couple weeks, do an update once a week, and just kind of give the status of this here. Whether or not the changes in lighting, because like I said, the light's on a timer now. Hopefully I'm going to be doing more regular water changes. I got a Python that'll make it just a lot easier, because before I was dipping in, basically a milk jug into here, taking the water out, and that's just kind of a pain. The Python's definitely a lot easier. I'm worried about sucking up shrimp, but maybe I'll just cover the tip of it with that, or yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to have to do. But I'm hoping that just the lighting change up, which I'm not that hopeful on that at this point, because the algae is still growing really quickly. But the lighting change up, maybe I'll try and continue with the maintenance, do some more gravel backing, because you can see down here, this will focus. It's pretty grody. I mean, the outside of the glass is grody too, so it might be hard to tell, but, and with the glare, I could probably close that curtain. You can actually see, this is why I'm pretty freaking hopeful. Back there, if I can get this to it all look okay. They're chowing down on that algae back there. Those are the amano shrimp, I'm pretty sure, plus one red cherry shrimp. But obviously the amano shrimp are touted for their algae eating efficacy. So I'm really hoping they come through. Well, basically the project here is I need to get this cleaned up because I don't like this tank to begin with. I don't really like having the sponge filter. It's kind of loud. And I don't like the lighting setup. Altogether, I want to get a new, kind of like an all-in-one, a nice looking tank. I want something that my girlfriend will not complain about constantly and maybe even, enjoy. Although she does kind of enjoy this from time to time. Mostly complains about it, but she does sometimes enjoy watching this thing. Watching the Corydoras, when they're active, which they're not right now. I think they're a little spooked by their new tank mates. But the shrimp seem to be enjoying things. There's a lot of them back here hanging out on the sponge filter. At least there were. No way I'm getting a shot of that. But you can see just how gross this thing is. So, I guess we'll be coming back in a couple weeks. We'll see, really. And updating on the progress on this. Hopefully I'll continue just like cleaning regularly. I think the shrimp are going to make it a little harder because they're so little. And I don't want to hurt my little new babies, but you can see this guy. He's chowing down right there. Oh, look at him. Look at him enjoying that feast. Yeah, there's plenty of food for them. I don't think they're going to be starving anytime soon. Due to the quarantine and everything being shut down right now. Everything's out of stock. So I was really happy when I found these because I was looking and I was holding off. I was like, I don't want to buy anything right now. I don't know what's going on. I still haven't figured out my plan really to get this tank whipped into shape. What was I saying? Sorry, I drank a lot of coffee today, so I'm a little, But, I was happy to find these because I had been looking, and I wanted to get them from Flip Aquatics. Again, like a YouTube name, somebody who I think I trust. I think they have a good reputation. I was hoping to get my shrimp from them, but they had been sold out when I had been looking. They probably are still sold out, especially of the amano shrimp. I think Aquahuna is one of the few online retailers that I could find amano shrimp in stock. And I'm really happy with it, in reality. I'm happy to support, obviously it doesn't go straight to Corey at Aquarium Co-op, but hopefully, helping out the people that help him out, goes a full circle there. And, I hope everyone's doing well in these times. I want to support, those YouTubers that really do a lot for the community. And just wanted to do a little update. This is the same day as the original video was recorded, but we did a little maintenance. Probably should have done that before putting the shrimp in, but it'll survive. Definitely cleaned off the glass a lot. I just took a toothbrush because that's what I had. Cleaned off this lady. You can see that she's a lady now. Got a little shrimp up there chowing down. Alright, that's all I wanted to touch on today. We'll come back in a couple weeks, see if there's any improvement, see if this regimen is working. Maybe this was helpful to some of you that have tanks that look like mine does now. We can at least see whether or not these small changes, putting the light on a timer, just the Python for more regular water changes, which I wasn't really that bad about it compared to a lot of people, as far as I can tell. But timer, gravel vac, and shrimp. And we'll see whether those three things can turn that aquarium, that complete mess of an aquarium over there, into something that is at least presentable, something that maybe we can put out in the living room and have people over and they can look at it and actually appreciate it, how I appreciate it, even when it looks like that. Anyway, this is Jake, signing off. I'll see you guys soon.